everybody. My name is Raw Sky. This is the Dips and Sticks party for Europe. Well, half of the party, but we are a party, right? So it's all fine. Oh, I can't hear you, Kiko. I want to hear you laugh.
Oh, I'm not speaking yet, so can you hear me?
You're just letting me take the reins, right?
Oh, did you remove your makeup? Because this morning.
Oh, yeah, I went swimming and did Pilates. Do you like my fresh face?
I like it anyways. you know,
No, thank
fine
you.
in anyways. Yeah, I like the fresh look. Yeah.
Okay. Well, you know, I tend to do all different things, and at the moment you've got me in like really kind of old clothes, Pilates. I came straight from Pilates, and I'm like, you know what? You're getting me like this, so
yeah, you look beautiful.
Take me as I am. So if you're new here and watching, we do these parties. There will be another party tomorrow for America, but we love to do these parties and share recipes, talk to people all over the world who are raw, talk to you guys, talk on topics. We just like chill out and hang. It's like a streaming hang sesh with a lot of food. So,
yes.
Kiko, what have you got there?
Yes. Okay. So it's a dips, and sticks.
Oh, let me bring you up. Hey, Wendy.
But
hello.
Hello. But
okay, we're doing Kiko's coming up. I'm going to mute you, Wendy.
So it's a dips and stick. I've got a stick.
I've got a stick.
Is that good? I actually have a corn soup. I was craving for corn soup. I will make the dip because we have a US roll party. I will make it, and it's early in the morning, so I'll make it later. But oh my god, I have worked on this corn soup. Sorry, you can't see. This recipe is going to be in the Ultimate Raw Vegan Bundle group contribution.
Yep.
And funny thing, I was born and raised here in Japan, and you might think that childhood memory food could be something like, I don't know, ramen or curry or like
sushi.
Sushi
is what comes to mind for me.
Yeah, no, but we have quite a few Western food that's been Japanized. And
Japanized, is that a saying? Is it?
Yeah,
do you say Japanized? Oh, I like that.
Japanized. Yes.
Yep.
And corn soup is not quite Japanized, but it's very popular here in Japan. And this was like, every time my mom served me, I was like, oh, it's so good. And, I love corn and I like something sweet. And this soup is kind of like on the sweet side. So stay tuned for the real, ingredients inside. But oh my God, it's so good. So
I love that. It looks amazing.
So good.
Let me bring you down. Welcome, Wendy. Let me see.
Hi.
Wendy, how are you?
Hello.
Well, for you it's afternoon, huh? I'm bringing I'm bringing the dipsticks.
Nice cauliflower. I needed cauliflower inside. Usually I would put the cauliflower head in this corn soup.
Yes.
And it gives like a crunch. Because, corn soup, usually they would put the croutons, the bread, dry bread.
Yes.
So I usually put that. But today I didn't have the cauliflower, so.
Oh, wow. What dip have you got, Wendy? Let me bring you up.
Yeah.
And you've got your helper. I love that.
Yeah, the little girl's here too.
Yeah.
All right. So, well, for me, it's still morning, so I am still at my breakfast.
Yes.
But I already made a dip yesterday evening, and it'll also be used for this lunch. And we are having different kind of lettuces, and I love this one. It's we call it pak soy. Don't know where it's coming from, but they grow it like nearby. But I know it's originally totally not from here. I love this for
Chinese, yeah.
And This is cauliflower. I just cleaned it because it had some spots for being in the fridge, and she loves it. She wants to have one.
Elena, you're like the best helper right there. Every time she's just getting more confident. I love it.
Yeah, sneak kokos dip. She thinks it's coconut dip, but it's not coconut dip. So
Oh.
this is one of my favorites actually. It's courgette. So
Yep.
that'll be zucchini.
Yep.
And
Nice.
oh, I see that my
Oh, what? She saw something and then there's me. Boom. We've got Chantal here. I think she's just gone off camera for a minute. Welcome, and welcome anybody who's joined us. I'm sure Wendy will be back, or she'll send me a message. What's going down?
Oh my God. I finished my soup.
Oh
so
wow,
good.
you really do like it, hey? Oh wait, she's back.
So good.
Oh,
Okay.
I lost you guys.
I lost Chantal. It's like musical chairs. You're all swinging around the screen here.
It's not like it didn't work or whatever. I don't know. Okay, so this is again courgette, zucchini. That's the name in English, I think. So hemp seeds, lemon.
Oh, look at you.
Yeah, come on.
Hey, Elena.
And dates and water. Otherwise, it's so thick. So this is super fresh. I love it, especially if you have crunchy lettuces. And what I usually also do with the cauliflower is more like a tahini dip. But since we've been having that every single day for the last months, even maybe, with an occasional hemp dressing, I decided to make this one again because now the courgettes are finally coming back. In winter, they're not really there, so that's why it doesn't. That's why we don't make it in winter. Yeah. Yeah, my little So what are you doing? Actually, I know I should keep it for lunch, but I actually just do it like that.
It's so fun. Savory breakfast.
Yeah.
You know, I love using the hemp seeds are good, but every time I use hemp seeds in my dressing, it turns out to be bitter.
Oh.
So they say that it's because of the variations. Like I don't have much variations of hemp seed. So when I use hemp seed, I have to add quite a bit of dates for the sauce.
Oh, that's really interesting. First off,
You
hey
don't have that?
Chantal. Hey,
Hi, lady.
welcome.
Hi,
Thank you so
Chantal.
much. Hi.
Welcome.
Thank you.
You don't
Yes.
find that?
So no. So I was just thinking the only issue, there's actually hemp seeds in my dip when I show you guys what I made. But I find hemp is amazing. It's amazing on digestion. It's high protein, it's high calorie, so you don't have to eat a whole lot of it. It's like a real great safety food, right? The only thing I have an issue with sometimes, and this is a me thing because I got to be careful how much water I put in, is it can become liquidy very easily. So if I try and do a creamy sauce with hemp, it can very easy if you tip over to not have a creamy aspect. Like it works really well as a ramen broth, but I find it so mild. I love hemp. Hemp is like a real safe type food for me. What about you, Chantal? Do you find it bitter? Hemp seeds?
It depends. They can be, but normally I don't find them bitter. Like my taste buds are used to them. They are more bitter, yes, than other. I mean, actually, chia seeds, if you ate them like that, are bitter too. But I think once you put them with other foods, they're okay. I can tolerate them without any sweetener, but I normally have them if I do with fruit. So actually, the fruit is sweet enough to deal with it instead of, even if I don't use dates. So I don't find them too bad, but they can be. And I noticed with the milk, right, when I make fresh hemp milk, if people are not used to the taste, they find it very bitter, and then you need to add some dates. But if I like it just as is without anything added.
I always find, I think that's a seed trend, isn't it? Because the seeds are all higher in proteins and lower in fats, and then you get the nuts, which are people prefer. There's almost that sweet aspect to them, and that creaminess, that comfort. So it's, I always notice that. What about you, Wendy? Do you get, I've got that in your face there. Do you get bitter hemp seed?
No, actually, I never used them until 2021. I had Damien as a chef at our Dutch Fruit Festival.
Oh, yeah.
And he was a volunteer before, and he made some dressings with hemp, and I was like, I have hemp seeds, but I really don't like it. So I bought it. I used it once. It was horrible. I kept it. And it turned out that the hemp seeds I bought had a hole around it. So they're like round, dark, brownish balls. And it's impossible to crush. So I did try to make things with that. But yeah, it kept having these sharp pieces that was not.
You mean like this, the hole?
Hang on.
No.
Let me No, there's actually, they come in a case. They're hulled. That's been hulled.
No, that's what I.
Oh, no, sorry. Yeah, that's right. That'd be right.
Oh, yeah, something like that, but different. Yours are oval, mine were round.
Do you eat those? Is that what you call hemp seeds? Because I don't eat those.
Yeah, so, well, I can't tell you
why it's bitter. Mine are here.
I put them all in the dressing now. Otherwise, I'd show you mine.
I'll show you. Here, mine are here. They're hulled.
Yeah,
so
we do use the hull. This one, my husband just bought it by mistake in France.
Oh, okay. I'm like, that's why it's bitter.
Yeah, but this one I can add just a tiny bit in my smoothie, and it gives like a kind of like a nutty flavor. It's okay. You know, I can just.
Exactly, Kiko. That's what I had before, but now I got these other ones, these halves. Yeah, those. The ones
unhulled. The unhulled ones.
Those are,
they're not bitter when they're unhulled.
I find it bitter. So I have the unhulled one as well. But
you find it bitter?
See, out of all the seeds, I find hemp the least bitter.
Exactly.
Like the creamiest, just because it's got a higher fat content too.
Yeah. And you find them bitter.
This one is unhulled, but apparently so this and unhulled and hulled, right?
Yes.
Both of them, I mean, I find this one is definitely very bitter, and this one, I just find it, bitter if I don't add enough dates. But I heard that it's also the variation, so it could be different from the one that you guys get.
Maybe, and I wonder if when they sell them, if they keep them stored properly, because when they go a little bit rancid, they become bitter. So you have them in the fridge. I wonder before you bought them when they were stored.
Right.
Yeah, I had that with pine seeds recently, a whole kilo. Like I was like, why are they so bitter? I mean, are they that old? Okay, I have them for a while, but not that long. And they're just new. I was like, oh no, I'm not going to eat that whole kilo. I have to throw it out. So yeah, that's sad. When the oil gets too old, it gets rancid and bitter, and you don't want to eat that really. So
yeah. Speaking of rancid, I have a hard time finding a good Brazil nuts. Like, I can only find one variation here in Japan, and some when I taste it, it's rancid. So,
we're lucky in Australia. I'm thinking I've never had any of these type of problems.
That's good.
So do you guys want to see what I made?
Yes,
Of
please.
course.
Okay, so I am back doing more
Keto.
like keto. So, and I've had to be very careful what I put in my diet just because I'm doing an elimination diet. I'm trying to get to a stage of like what's going to work and feel good in my body. And first off, I'm at day 3. So I've done 3 days of keto. And I find the first few days I have to go hard on the flax oil. And that really worked for me. Herbs seem to work for me. Mushrooms work for me. And I thought I'd try things that I mostly have. I could have cucumbers, flax oil, a little bit of avocado seems to be fine. So this is
Sky, do you
literally.
want to bring yourself just
Oh yeah. Yes, good idea. Let me move this out of the way of the light. This my computer's working. Okay, so is that gonna? Oh no, that's dropped.
The cable now.
Yeah, on the lights. Okay, so I can move this over here while I do that. Okay, so where's the light? I've really stuffed this up now. That's a bit better. Well, I don't know. Bring it back. Okay, so this is it's like woo, I'm breaking everything right here. We've got mint, we've got dill, we've got basil, we've got coriander. Hang on, I'm going to mute you, Wendy. We've got basil, we've got mint, we've got coriander, dill, a small amount of tomatoes, avocado, hemp seed, and I threw in a whole lime. And it's really good. You can flavor it if you want with something like ginger or garlic, but I'm trying to be like really, how do you want to say it? Really simple. And so far, it tastes good. Well, just, So, like really good. So that's my dip. I don't know what I've done with the camera tonight, guys. Really like, I really look like I'm struggling here. Hang on. Let me get off and try and fix this up. So yeah, that's my dip. Not too complex at all.
cool.
So yeah, are you doing a dip to? Oh, what is going on? This is just falling apart. Oh, that's got to be tightened. Okay. Are you doing a dip tonight, Kiko? You're making
you.
Right.
Yeah, I don't. Sky, you're frozen.
Hang on a sec. Let me go out and come back in. Sorry, guys.
Okay, no worries. So Wendy, you were saying that yours is courgette, hemp, date, and that's it?
Lemon.
Lemon. And no salt, right?
No, I should have maybe. I never used salt, but I feel with 2 years of breastfeeding, and that's why I was liking this to eat this right now. I really need some electrolytes, and I don't seem to be able to get them from all the vegetables, even if I add them to my breakfast. So I do feel now to add some Celtic sea salt here and there, but I just, because it's not in my routine, I didn't think about it. I mean, when I'm juicing greens, any herbs, then I don't have that problem. But you get this burning feeling here on my back, and I used to have that like when I was breastfeeding the other one, and it did help to add more green juice or some little bit of Celtic sea salt to have some electrolytes. Of course, fresh coconut water would be my favorite, but I don't have that. So yeah, that's not something I can get around here. I think we'll having the dips for breakfast, you see. Look at that.
Nice.
So I can show you also what I wanted to make before I made this one. So I got my I got my pine seeds, right? I told you, and then they went bad. I actually bought some basil here. Look how nice. I was gonna make, well, it's not real pesto, of course, because I don't add oil, but I was gonna use this basil with the courgette
Nice.
and the pine seeds and maybe some hemp if it didn't have enough pine seeds to make it really like a pesto, and not a cup full, but maybe half of that, because it'll be so super strong. Yeah, but then I didn't have the pine seeds, so I just decided to go with hemp and lemon dates, and then not add dates to this one. But I love it when maybe like one little leaf of mint in there, so it's a little bit more fresh. Maybe some lemon and lime. That's a little bit how I like to make it, and I play with the flavors as I go, so I don't really plan. Okay, I have to do it like that, and then it's exactly like that. I mean, I taste it, and it's like, oh, the flavor of the vegetable is a little boring this week. Let me add some spice, or oh, the mustard seed, I exaggerated. It's so hot. Okay, I'll add something like fatty or sweet to soften it a little bit. So that's a little bit how I go. But yeah, you can make a very low fat pesto without oil if you use courgette with the basil instead of only basil and oil. But maybe, I don't know if that will work for you, Sky, if you use flax. Do you use cold pressed flax oil in your meals?
I do, but
Maybe.
I was. What do you use it in?
No, well, I don't do that. But when before I went 100% raw, like 10 plus years ago, I was incorporating flax oil for the same reasons that you keep mentioning every time.
Sure.
And then I learned that it's better to eat flax seeds as a whole and crush them yourself and use the oil with the whole seed, because
It would be ideal if I could digest and get enough fat out of it. Also, if you want to join in on the comments here, I will chew my food however I want. This is my party. So if you don't like it, you can exit the building, big, deep, whoever you are. But don't come on here when we're sharing information and tell me how to eat. Yeah, I would love to be able to, especially when I first need to do some healing. But the first few days, like my whole nervous system will settle because I get the oil in, which is beautiful. But yeah, I'm hoping I can get my system back down to definitely get in the seeds. I also love the protein from the seeds. I notice my hair and skin is just much better. I do much better with the full seed, like all over. But as for this, it's like this quick way of inflammation, and it's beautiful to know we can use it.
Yeah.
So
yeah, I'm happy that works for you. I mean, I can't have any oil myself. Just makes me, like, when I feel something oil in my mouth, it's like everything closes off, and like, no way I'll be able to swallow that. And it's like immediately I get like tears, and my nose will be dripping, and it's very strange. I haven't had oil straight up for such a long time. My body's just reacting very strange. Hey, now we got somebody say good morning, ladies. That's better.
hello, that's definitely much better. Good morning or good evening.
Good morning.
Dinnering, and Wendy is breakfasting.
Yeah, with basil leaves and pak soy and orange juice. I hope that's a good combination. I never checked it, but it tastes good.
Yeah.
Yeah, lekker.
I just wanted to ask quickly, what is in the recipe that you didn't make that you have been having every night that's tahini based?
Yeah. It's just tahini with lemon. I mean, some apple cider vinegar. Oh, definitely get the alive one because I bought a different brand. It's not alive and it make me completely weird and it tastes also different. So don't do that.
Is this the tahini? You get it
No,
alive?
no, that's the apple cider vinegar.
Oh.
That's my super fast, boring. I need something, and especially if I don't have a citrus, that's what I use to break down the fats in my dressing. So yeah, and it preserves it a little bit, so you can keep it for like a week in the fridge if you don't eat it. So it's just tahine, and then I add that apple cider vinegar, and then when you stir it, you get like an emulsion, so it becomes like double the size of the tahine. Then I add some warm water, and I add date paste. No, not date paste. Today I added date paste. Wait. Mustard. See, I'm not awake yet. So I have tahine, apple cider vinegar, mustard, but you got to get real mustard, okay? I make mine myself. Don't buy these weird yellow things that tastes sweet because that's not real mustard. Real mustard is mustard seeds which are crushed. And you can add some salt to it, but I don't do that. I just crush it, put it in the jar in the fridge, and it stays like that for months. It's mustard preserves itself. And they used to here in the Netherlands even keep it outside the fridge. That special are the mustard seeds. So yeah, that's what I like. And then one day I add some date paste or a date. Another day I add some grape juice if I made grape juice that day. The other day I made greens from the garden like dandelion and purslane and apples, green apples. So I had those, I had that juice. So it's just like, oh, okay. In the evening, I add a little bit of that juice to my tahini, mustard, lemon, apple cider vinegar mix, and I have a different dressing. And for me, that is fast because this tahini is yeah, it's already smooth. You don't have to stir it long. You could stays in the fridge for 4 or 5 days. It already has your lemon or your apple cider vinegar in it. So that just easy for me because I just don't have a lot of time during the week. I'm trying keeping the baby happy in between. So because I don't have so much time during the week, like sometimes we just need to eat something and then I grab all this salad and I need like a dressing now, not in 10 minutes because we'll be late for gym or whatever. So yeah, that's why I have these kind of things prepared, and this we'll have to eat and finish today because it will be bad tomorrow. So that's why if I cannot make a whole blender full.
So I have only ever thrown out one recipe. Like I'm pretty good at making recipes, and then if it goes a little bit off track, I can bring it back with some spice or some dates or a little bit of salt or a little bit of acid. Except Wendy, the first time I used mustard, I can't remember how much I put in. I tasted it and almost died. Like I was like, I've never tasted, and I would put some dates in, I put some, and nothing was going to save. And this is the only time I've actually, had to throw a recipe out. Ever.
It was just bitter or what?
Oh, I don't even know whether you call it that. I thought my head was going to explode. Like it was like I went way too far. I think because this was back when I had been doing the fruit for 2 years and I'd started adding in a sprinkling of nuts here and there. And then I thought, well, if I've done that, I'm confident enough to put spice back in. So I wasn't used to. I know what I was used to is you throw onion powder in, and the more you put in, really, it can taste really good, right? Or, most things you put in, and it just brings up more flavor until it's too much flavor. And even then you can thin it out. No. Mustard powder, I was like, what is this? I can't save it. So I had to restart. Let me bring this down.
That's pretty good that it's just only once that you had to throw it away.
Why? Do you want to admit how many times you've thrown stuff away, Kiko?
I don't like throwing things. I mean, I'm very, I make sure to clean everything and all that. But yeah, I think there are a few times that I had to, I think it's one of the reasons I stopped making dips and sauces, because especially during the summertime here in Kyoto, in Japan, it gets really humid, hot. And even if I put it in the fridge, it goes bad so fast. And yeah, if I try to save the sauce for a few days, it will go bad. And it's kind of, I just try to go around with different kind of pate instead of making dressing and dips, because I feel like it's, it might not take time to mix it, but cleaning things like this takes forever for me. So yeah,
it's interesting. I usually, like, when I make something, I start making it and I don't know whether it's going to be a dressing, a dip, a pate, a filling. Depends how I feel and it turns out. And then I'm like, oh, guys, look, I made this pate or this tuna or whatever I decide to call it is completely based on how it turns out. And I'd love to say I'm like Lisa, and I'm like, my brain is like, I'm deciding, I assume this is how it works. She's going to make a dressing and she puts it in and it comes out exactly as a dressing. No, that's never. You guys get, or even I put things in the dehydrator and it could be pizza, it could be crisps, it could be croutons if it's completely crumbled. And everyone's probably like, oh my God, look at your crouton recipe. I'm like, yes, oh my God.
I'm so familiar, Sky. This is how you learn. Now I'm able to make a pizza crust when I want, or a wrap when I want. But in the beginning, I started with crackers. I didn't know anything else. And then I thought, okay, let's try to thin it up, or let's try to add more of this. And then, all the recipes appeared. That's how I do. That's how you learn. I just wanted to show you the mustard. So this is the mustard.
Oh, let me bring you up so you can show. And don't worry, I haven't forgotten about you, Chantal.
So,
this is mustard, and you see, it's just the seeds that I made into a paste. Just seeds.
Oh,
seeds and what? Vinegar?
No, just water.
Oh my God, that would be potent. Seeds and
so
vinegar.
the commercial ones, Wendy, they have vinegar, right?
They've been what?
The commercial ones, do they have vinegar?
Somehow,
they do.
Yes. They have or a lot of salt or a lot of vinegar because they have to. Yeah, they want to. Yeah, because they add so much water, and also there are a lot of different seeds, mustard seeds. So these are the dark, small brown ones. There, I can show them too. That grows into rucola, okay? Rocket salad. So when you throw it in the garden, it grows, it becomes rocket salad. And so that's how I found out, because one time I went traveling and the seeds were in the jar for so long in the cold, hot. I thought, I'm not going to eat that anymore. I throw them in the garden, and my garden was full of rocket salad. And, so I look it up on the internet and I'm like, oh, wow, it is actually the same plant.
Like mustard greens, right?
Yes, and you have, you have the ones that get like these brown purplish leaves, and you have the ones that get the green leaves. So I have yellow mustard seed. This one is brown mustard seed, and inside is yellow. You see, it's yellow with brown dots. Then you have yellow mustard seeds, which are bigger. That's the ones they put in these pickled onions and pickled, I don't know what you call them, augurken, like these green long things in the supermarket, these yellow balls that are at the bottom. That's the big yellow mustard seed. Those are way softer. You can try to make edible mustard like this with that, but it will never get spicy. It will get boring and actually doesn't. For me, it's just horrible. I don't eat that. But what they do in supermarket mustard, they take this one, the big yellow one, and a third kind. I did have it, but I don't have it now anymore. Wil je olifantje zingen? Nu doen we even vertellen over de mosterd. Ja. So they throw these different ones together, plus a lot of water. It will never stay. It will never stay preserved. She wants to sing you guys a song.
Oh, I think she is. What song are you going to sing?
She's thinking about an elephant.
Oh.
Okay, that would be the song of Miffy.
Very cute. I'm just going to mute you for a second while I get Chantal to come. I think Chantal, I've lost Chantal.
Yeah, she should be come back. She was asking me all these questions about the festival. She said, you have to share next video. I said, no, you share first. You still want to do the festival? We can do it.
Chantal, do you want to, I know you didn't bring a dip, but go into it.
No, because I'm juicing. Last night we had a live and I am going through a healing crisis. But no, I'm having some side effects to medication. So I just have to... And since I don't want to make a dip and then waste it, I didn't make it. But what I like making, if I was going to do it for breakfast, it's normally a yogurt. So you can choose your raw yogurt. The creamiest one is obviously coconut. So if you're okay with coconuts, that's the one to go for. And I generally put a little bit of cacao in there to make it chocolatey. And then I just dip strawberries in it. So you can cut them as sticks and or watermelon and yogurt. It's just actually amazing because watermelon is so liquid, like a watery, and then the yogurt is so creamy. And the same kind of thinking I do for lunch when I make tzatziki. So I put the yogurt and then lemon, salt, some dill. Fresh dill is amazing, and then I just add cucumber, and you just shred the cucumber, squeeze out the water, put it in the yogurt, and then you can dip more cucumber in it, like as sticks and other veggies, and it's just divine. So there are so many ways to use, plant yogurts to do dips if you want to go not too high in fat and use nuts and seeds. And of course, then we have the classic. But the one that, the pesto that Wendy was mentioning, that's something I also do with the cucumber because it's such a great way to do it. And I've noticed, and this is not the raw version, but you probably can do it raw if you freeze it, I think like Chris does, with cauliflower. And you can make cheese, like a cheesy cream with the nutritional yeast and defrosted cauliflower because it gets that texture. If I make it not raw and I actually steam the cauliflower, I do it because the taste and the smell of cauliflower goes away. The cruciferous goes away if you cool it down. So found that to be really helpful if people don't like, because a lot of people are like, I don't like the smell of the cruciferous, the cauliflower. And I'm like, well, actually the way is this, like you steam it, then you cool it down completely before you blend it. And then the taste and the smell goes. But you can do that also by putting it in the dehydrator.
Interesting. I've seen people do the raw cheeses with the cauliflower and who are plant-based or high raw, the nutritional yeast, the cauliflower, and then salt, and then it turns into cheese. So it's like a low-fat option.
And it's really good. And actually, if you put a little bit of tapioca starch, but this is only when it's not raw, you can make it like a mozzarella because the tapioca starch just clunks it together. But if you are raw, then you want to keep it without that. And it's just like you can make amazing nacho cheese, actually, just by adding a bit of turmeric and salt, just for the color. And then it's great on, the raw nachos, for example.
You
It
could
really
also
was.
probably add some chia seeds, right, to start thickening if you wanted to thicken it up.
Yeah, I've
Because
never
you're
tried.
saying tapioca starch is
That's true.
the only thing I could think of that's even kind of like slightly close to that's raw is possibly.
Maybe, or even actually flax, because you have to use the because it doesn't have the color. It's the same color that you would use for the cheese, right?
Oh, you
So
can get white. You can't get white. You guys don't have white chia seeds?
I've never found them.
Oh, we have them everywhere here. I don't have them
Yeah,
everywhere.
it's a lot more expensive. But I think
Oh.
I found it. It's like
You
maybe
have?
twice.
Let me check.
They're great for jams. So if I want to do a quick chili jam or tomato jam, you can use tomatoes or sun-dried tomatoes. I will use dates, and that's pretty much the base. And then you just to thicken it up and create a jam, you just put the white chia seeds through it. You can blitz it quickly, and then it starts absorbing water, and you get that jammy. Or I've seen people, and you can use the dark ones for this. They'll create what is it called? Caviar. So you soak chia seeds in like soy sauce, and they'll absorb that, and so people can bite into them, and they're little salty pops.
Mm.
So
Well, I found the white one online. They are expensive. Oh my goodness, €25 per kilo. Jeez.
Do you find it was the same around the same price, Sky, in Australia?
I think so. I'll have to double check. Oh, here, what I'm saying, double check. Let me have a look now. But yeah, you could use the golden flax, but I do find the white chia.
But they're better. They are more
In
the
bread,
textures.
yeah, in white chia.
So my girl just wanted to have the other dip that actually I didn't tell you because I totally forgot. I didn't think it was dip.
Sorry.
Are you hiding dips there, Wendy?
I have 3.
Oh, there
wow.
Do you know what this is?
Tomatoes.
Tomato?
Just sun-dried tomato with like I soaked it before, like they're dried in the dehydrator, and I soaked them and I blended it.
No, our white chia seeds are pretty much the same price. The black chia seeds are $6 for 350 grams, and they're 40 cents extra if you get the white chia seeds. So they're $6.40.
Wow.
I know Daniel McKinnon uses them pretty much always. Like he gets the white, and I know that he doesn't want to spend a lot of money on like on his meals. So
Oh, right. Yeah, okay.
That is interesting because when I tried to make one recipe, never made a recipe from him. I tried to source the ingredients. I'm like, I'm not paying €5 for some weird root I have to get on the other side of the city. So he got this stuff in there where I especially have to go to the Asian store to go get it. And the prices in there are crazy. Like €5 a little root like that. Like I don't know, it's only for the texture, not even for the flavor. So I'm like, nah, I'll make something else.
Are you talking about like
I think it's
Teff? I know he uses a few different things.
No, it was a root. I don't remember the name actually. I asked him a couple of times, and we tried to find out if there are alternatives. And we have something called rettich that I could use, but rettich is 90% water, and definitely that would not work for the recipe because you need the fibers to make the consistency. Because he uses that for spreads and stuff. So we do have this white chia here. It costs 17 euros the kilo. And I don't know what I pay for normal chia.
I can tell you. I mean, I don't know what the prices are in Netherlands. But...
So I'm really interested.
That would be 3 times as much.
Oh. Kiko, I'm really interested what you're doing there.
Wait, I'm actually looking for white chia seeds.
No, you were just scraping something off the top of the blender.
I'll tell you. I was making a dip let's see, 900 grams for 2,390 yen. So that's like $18. 900 grams. 900 grams. So that's like
Almost a kilo.
almost three times.
Kilo, yeah.
That's about the same price that. Yeah,
No,
that's about the
or-
same price in Australia.
no, here I'm just checking. Like for Wendy, it's 3 times or double the white ones.
That's so interesting.
Mm,
Yeah.
maybe no name.
What's going on there? That looks
So I
fascinating.
just made a dip with walnut base. I don't know. I think I haven't been using a garlic for some time, and I feel like garlic is a bit overpowering, but well, I have a dip, walnut base dip. So I have to maybe add some like herbs to make it taste a little more interesting. But I've got the dips. I'm scraping. How do you guys clean these? Like, I don't want to waste.
I don't have that one. So mine's so big. I don't have that problem. I have mine's in the dishwasher right now. I have the Vitamix. So I scrape everything I can. And it depends sometimes I'm making something afterwards. So sometimes I leave it in to give the next, like I might be doing something herby and then I'm doing something tomatoey. So I'll just leave it in to give it more flavor. But
Yeah.
if not, I get out what I can. But that looks painful what you're doing right there.
This is easier than Vitamix. Like, I could have made this dip in a Vitamix.
Oh,
but,
I've got the big Vitamix. I've got the big
Oh, yeah,
Vitamix.
yours is wide.
So yeah, mine's wide. Sorry.
Yeah. So
The difference.
yeah, it's okay. As I listen to you guys, I clean.
Okay, so I was going to say, when it comes to dips, I am a big fan of dips when it comes to people starting their raw journey or struggling to stay on task, because I feel like you can make dips like we've all been talking about. Like you can do a curry dip. If you're transitioning across, you can do like a chickpea dip. So you can do a hummus. You can do a cheesy dip. You can do a creamy dip. You can do a guacamole. So I've got like 4 or 5 I've named here on top of what we've shared. Pesto, pick like 2, make them and have them in the fridge, because I feel like dips and veggies are dense. Like a lot of people, like, I was having juice and then I was having a smoothie and then I'm really hungry and I ate apples and I wasn't satisfied. And I'm like, well, veggies and dips I think are like a really good idea. And, if you want to eat lighter, you can just fill the dip with veggies like capsicum and tomatoes and herbs, sun-dried tomatoes, a couple dates, and a small bit of fat if you want. Oh, look at you.
Because I just add a little bit of water and it's good. I'll add it in soup or something.
Oh, you're good.
So, yeah. Yeah, I guess dip is good. Like, like what I made here is quite.
Let me bring it up.
Well,
because I know
it's nothing so exciting. So it's just a walnut-based dip. And if I want to make it like a dressing, then I can just add water. Then, I can just dress it in the salad. But I think I'm gonna eat it with the, use cucumber and dip and eat it.
I love that. I find walnuts really meaty. I think I've only ever made walnut dressing a couple of times. Like, don't you think I always have like nuts and seeds always like have a certain place what I want to use them for? Like if I'm doing something meaty, I tend to always use walnuts. Like one of the things that I love doing, I'm going to get my blender for this because this is one of my like comfort foods. This is not a comfort food from when I'm little. This is like comfort food raw vegan. I actually made an amazing recipe when I came home from Lady Gaga concert, and I'd been around people eating all stimulating foods and drinking. And so I get my blender, and what I do is I put in it all different flavors. So I'll be like, walnuts, pumpkin seeds, a bit of carrot, tomatoes, sun-dried. This is how I deal with, like, I think overstimulation, right? Sun-dried tomatoes, apple cider vinegar. Now, I don't have a lot of these things like this all the time because it's a lot on my system, but I'll be like, this is what's keeping me raw. I'll be like, apple cider vinegar. What else I put in it? Some herbs, some soaked lentils, some miso. Okay, and then I get it, and I get the tamper. Where's the tamper? I don't think I've ever done this on a live because when I eat these, I get so hungry. I need it like yesterday. Here, I get the tamper and just start mashing it in. Like I like blend and just mash it in and make like a really chunky meat. And then I get the nori sheet. I lay it out flat and I'll like sometimes put greens in it as well. Sometimes a bit of avocado as well. But as long as I get that, like, it's really meaty, and I really love doing that. That's like a lifesaver for me. Like, does anyone else ever do anything like that?
I am going to do it when I start eating again. You're making me hungry.
It's fun too, and it's so much flavor.
I know, and actually sometimes I do look at your lives when you make recipes, and they are so gorgeous.
Oh.
But Chantal, how long have you been doing this juice cleanse?
No, I'm starting today. So what happened is that I've been I tried my gynecologist suggested some vaginal estriol, and it's very weak, but my body just reacted. So I have massive edema from my belly to my knees. And
What's
so
edema?
Water retention.
Water.
Okay.
And I really look like a whoopee pillow cushion. And I'm basically, I've been drinking a lot of the Dr. Moore's herbal teas, the all heal tea, and it's been helping. And I decided I'm gonna just do a juice because I don't even feel like eating. Like I'm hungry.
I feel like you were on the juice cleanse last time. No?
Yeah, I was as well. I did 3 days only. It was just it wasn't a cleanse. It was just it was more to like save time.
Okay.
I was like, I don't have time to prep food, so this is a good way to get food. Now it's really a purposeful thing. I just want to drain. So it's mostly green veggie juices. I don't really like fruit, like sweet juices, to be honest.
Okay, well, I hope it goes well.
Thank you. I'm feeling already better today. Thank God.
Good.
That's good.
Yeah, it's been traumatic weekend.
Oh my. I'm so sorry.
Thank you.
Aww.
But these lives have been helping, like even our session last night. It just makes you feel more like you're not alone. I don't know, even talking about it, like talking about hormones and health. And sometimes, we look after other people and we forget that we're also humans.
Yeah, so this is so helpful. We just show up, even if we don't have anything, we just show up. And once a month, it's a community where we feel comfortable to share, be honest, right? We are on the same journey.
I think also it makes it real, right? Like when you kind of sit there and just talk and make things, and then the more comfortable you get over time, the more comfortable you can get in sharing, I find, is like what, you just, because people are comfortable, with you, we share so much. So
and I think we need to be, especially when we talk about health, we need to just be comfortable to talk about things without taboos anymore. And people will not agree with us all the time. That's okay. Like everybody is entitled to their opinion, but then the censoring of our opinion and just trying to prove everybody wrong. I mean, of course, there are things that we need to prove wrong because they are straying people aside, like away from being healthy. Like we talked about it last night with this carnivore trend, which it's definitely an elimination diet. And I get why people feel better, but that's not the solution. And being on that long term, not only we don't have studies, but the studies that we have show that how bad they are for us, like how bad that diet is for our microbiome, for our overall health, cholesterol. And I don't want to hear anybody saying that having a cholesterol of 300 is healthy. That's crazy. So, things like that.
It really, to me, what I was just thinking about is how, because I was talking about in the live that we did, my morning, your night, about how when it comes to people having like the carnivore diet and it being so extreme, is you don't have to go so extreme, right? Is it doesn't have to be like that. But I was saying how the algorithm is really making decisions for us, like is in like back in 2010, 2012, is so many people went raw vegan, even if they didn't stay. Well, they didn't because it's a trend, right? But at least it's in front of their face. And then people become famous because that something's trending. And we think that some people over others have done something amazing, where it's really an algorithm. And then when you have people doing the carnivore diet, which is now trending, that's what's being thrown in front of people's faces. But to me, it really reflects the density and the toxicity of the planet, a lot of what's put in front of our faces, because I like to look at like the bigger picture and consciousness as a whole instead of blaming someone specifically. And you can't blame, there's no start or stop. If you keep going down rabbit holes, there's someone above someone else and someone else, and it's all compartmentalized. So to look at it as a whole, to me, the amount of toxicity trending is a reflection of how toxic Mother Earth is in the compartments of westernized society, right?
Yeah, exactly. And yeah, beautifully said. I agree.
So we're trying to clean her up. We're trying to clean the algorithm up. And let me bring you up. That's looking pretty, Kiko. I'm showing off. You've been working your butt off there, and I'm proud.
Let me tell you, I'm like, when can I make it to Japan to see Kiko? That's all I think every time we do a live.
We'll all hang out at your cafe.
Yes, please do
that
come.
Would be so good.
You know, thanks for the suggestion for the dips and sticks, because I was not feeling for it at all. I was like, I just want to eat something else, but I made it because we have another party tomorrow morning. I wouldn't have time, but this is really good. It turned out really good. It's yummy.
No, I mean, everything you make is yummy, really. Come on.
Yeah. What did you make this week, Kiko, at your restaurant? Cafe, what did you make? Or it hasn't been. What day are we? Monday. Are we Monday? Monday. Yeah, I feel like I've done so much. I feel like I've lived a week and it's just Monday.
Yeah, at my cafe nowadays, I just decided to do desserts. Oh, do you guys know Amanda Sick? Plant creation.
Yes, you interviewed her. I've interviewed her. She's lovely.
Her recipe for desserts is amazing. It's so simple. You know, those are the kind of ingredients that you would find in your cupboard without going to somewhere else strange. And yeah, her recipe, I have been making her recipe at my cafe recently because I can freeze them. And when they order, I can just decorate when when they come. And the kind of desserts I used to make, if I put it in the deep freezer, it would need at least 15-20 minutes to defrost. But hers, like I can eat it, I can serve right away. And for the salad stuff, I stopped doing it because it's just way too much. Most people don't reserve in advance, and I wanted to do this cafe long term, so not to burn myself. I just wanted to make it simple. So
that's clever. And also people always like the sweet stuff, right? People do like it. What's the recipe? What recipe do you use?
Brownies. I just made 3 brownies. So the first 3 recipe, and I want to make carrot cake and banana cinnamon rolls. That sounds very interesting. So
they sound like a Wendy thing. I know Wendy does the banana and cinnamon rolls. Someone else was saying they want, Amy, when she came over here, my friend Amy, who lives close by, she's a raw vegan as well. She's like, I want to get a dehydrator and make. I've never made them. Yeah, but I'm not with bananas, so I'm not going to start. I go downhill. fruit, it builds up over a few days, but bananas is something that I keep trying, and they're just not my cup of tea.
I have two.
The way she makes the banana cinnamon roll is not the typical way.
She makes them actually into a cake, right? And rolls up. It's like a cake. Is that?
She actually doesn't use any banana in the raw cinnamon rolls.
Can you send the recipe? I need to see this.
Yeah.
Wendy, I'll send. Wendy is if you search for plant creation.
It's on YouTube?
On YouTube and Instagram, both.
Plant creation.
Plant and _ creation. Her recipe book called One-Hour Dates. That's pretty good.
So it's just walnut and dates.
No, I can't find her. What? It's a plants or plant?
Plant creation. Or if you search for Amanda Sick, let's see if I can send it here. Okay, so I just sent it on the chat comment section.
Oh, thank you. I don't think she's on YouTube with this name. That's why I couldn't find her. Maybe on something different on YouTube.
Okay.
She is.
YouTube is plant. It's the same. Let me see. I can send it to you. This one as well for her.
I found her now, so I'm sure she has YouTube on here.
Oh, the dips is so good.
Oh wow, you've really nailed. There's only a couple ingredients in that dip, right? It's just garlic and walnuts, unless you secretly added something else in the meantime. And throwing stuff around.
The garlic inside of the dip.
I find it very interesting. I did see other recipes, cinnamon rolls without banana, but actually we eat them because we have too much bananas. And then I'm like Sky, I cannot really handle bananas very well, but when they're like dehydrated like that, it seems to be no problem. And also after freezing seems to be a little bit better too. And sometimes we have a lot of banana and then it's like, okay, there's 6 bunches left, but my new order is coming tomorrow. So they all go in the dehydrator and in the freezer just because of that.
Well, what else?
That's interesting. I didn't even know that.
That is less problematic like that.
So yeah, so I did a recipe years ago, a really good recipe in I think it's my classics ebook, and it is dates and banana pancakes, and that's all that's in it. And you blend that up and you pour them out on the dehydrator. And I poured raspberry sauce and coconut cream. This is when I was doing my fruitarian thing. There's no binder in it. The dates held it all together. And basically, I think it was dates and raspberries as the sauce. And it was just blended coconut as extra cream. And oh my gosh, it was amazing. But what I did notice is how good it was on my digestion. Like having that, I think maybe, I don't know, I can't even, Chantal, did the sugars change? I mean, they're not denatured though. It's just slightly heated, isn't it?
No. I mean, it's funny you said, because when they are green, actually they have resistant starches, so they feed the microbiome in a bit different way than when they're broken down. So although they're easier to digest, they're faster to digest when they are more ripe, and when you put them in the dehydrator, they ripen more because they get hot. They are easier, they're faster, but you don't get the resistant starches, which then the microbiome needs to make short chain fatty acids.
Interesting. That's very interesting. So variety, guys, variety.
So I remember your recipe, Sky, because I have this picture in my phone since forever, because I shared it at the stories. Every time I pass it, I know it's you. And it's
What do you do?
Yes, it's still. I like 5,000 photos in my phone, or maybe 10,000 by now, but it's somewhere around the 5 and so it's still there. I see it like every it pops up again.
Oh, how funny. I was doing the book now, and I was looking, all the old photos were coming up and all the memories come flooding back.
It's so beautiful one. But I noticed that when I blend them, I think something to do with too much sugar in the bananas, especially in the morning. So I'm totally okay with having like nice cream later in the afternoon, but not every day. If I do it 3 days in a row, the fourth day my belly's bloated, I feel horrible, I'm tired, I have to quit.
That's so my effects do not take place until the next day, and the day it's like this build up. So I'll be like, oh, this time I feel good. Like I'll eat it and I'll be like, this time it's it. This time things have changed. I wake up and my face is swollen in a way that I've never seen before, and my eyes are like, and it's not I feel like I know what alcohol or medication or salt does, and it's very much the same. This is a very unusual thing, and the fatigue and depression, like it really knocks me. It really is just, and I will look in the mirror and I'll go, that's the banana look. It's not a good look on me. And then I go, I'll never have this again. I give out all my bananas. And then, of course, I decide I'll freeze some for the bundle. And then I go, oh, it'll be a great idea to make some.
Chantal seems to know more about it. So I'm curious on your thoughts about that.
Why are we dying for bananas? I know there's a lot of history. My theory, what it feels like for me.
It is a food.
But what is different from the banana from other fruits is I usually overeat it. But secondly, it's very dry. Bananas.
Have you tried?
They're like
82. Have you tried a plantain, Sky?
Yeah, they're better.
No, but I do better.
Don't get sweet. So again, more resistant starches. It's like a potato model.
Probably be better. So when I went to Bali, I was having the little ice cream bananas and wasn't really affected. I have them here and I am affected. And I feel like the reason I struggle and I don't have a stomach is it feels like whatever is in there is actually stuck. And then you have a look, and bananas are a lot less water than.
There's no there's no hydration, exactly.
So it's just, that's double whammy for someone who, like me, my body wants to get rid of it, and and I then have 3, and my body's not used to dry. I think there's this compounding effect, because I know there's is it tyrosine, something that starts with T, which makes you sleepy, which is in the banana.
Tryptophan,
yeah. And then I think that kicks in and I'm down and out. The bananas are taking me out.
But we really need tryptophan. Without tryptophan, we don't go in relaxation state, and it messes up your whole happy, relaxed parasympathetic.
That's why if you have it later in the day, Wendy, you feel okay, and you might even sleep better because tryptophan is a precursor to melatonin. So
okay.
Ladies, I'm so sorry, but I need to go because I have a patient. And
okay, thanks for joining.
Love you. Bye.
Bye. Love you.
Bye.
Okay, say bye.
What?
Like a tag. Bye.
What does Chantal do?
She's a naturopath.
A naturopath. That's amazing. So the recipe that you mentioned about the pancake, I've tried with, I think, just banana. I'm not sure. I think I've tried adding some dates in it as well and dehydrate it, just like a pancake style. And it became like a leather, like it's kind of chewy.
I'm going to find these photos. I think because when I did this book, I was right in the midst of fruit. There is so many colors in it's.
I know it looks amazing. Your recipe looks amazing, but when I tried it was just because I know so many people were doing it, and I said, well,
Daniel
this must
did it.
But
Daniel
it's kind
did
of
it. He did a dragon fruit. He couldn't find raspberry, so he did a dragon fruit sauce and did a reel pouring it all over.
But apparently this plantain, when it's mature, I have to wait for a long time to become completely black. But that's supposed to work really well, like like a more fluffier. Apparently,
I've never seen plantains, really.
Do you guys have platano? No, they're from Canary Islands. They're officially Cavendish, but they look more round, like those Thai bananas, and they're really filled up, like like round and not so skinny. They're way more juicy, and they have so much more flavor, like different varieties of flavors in the platano. They're from Canary Island because I lived in Spain. They come every week, so that's when I, for the first time in my life, started eating bananas, and I kind of that's when I made my nice cream book and my smoothie book, because the platanos are so amazing. And now living back in the Netherlands, and I have to get my bananas from Brazil, Colombia, Cavendish standard ones.
I don't think I have tried it.
And yeah. Too bad, you should. Maybe I was trying to get them to the Dutch Fruit Festival, but it's like you have to order a whole truck or nothing. It's not like we can get 1 box or 5 boxes or something. Hey,
so let me bring this up. This is the there. That's the
oh my god!
Yeah, they're just
fluffy.
dates and bananas.
Right, but it's not fluffy, right? It's kind of.
No, it is. I've got it. You can't see here. Let me get a picture of. They are. Hang on. They're not, but they're not crispy or. Let me. There is one here. Yes, they are. So here's
it becomes like a crepes, like thin.
No, these are fluffy and thick. I think you didn't make them thick enough when you poured them out. I'll show you.
In the dehydrator with you too, because even when they're round, over time they just sink down.
I'll show you. I'll show you mine.
Like I couldn't. Did you put it in the mold or?
No, just poured it out.
That's funny. It would just run. I didn't even add water.
Here. Oh. See how thick they are in the background there? Yeah.
Look at that.
Yeah, so hang on.
How long did you run in the dehydrator? Oh yeah, it's thick.
Yeah, they're thick, they're fluffy. They are a bit more moist, and the edges are stringy because there's dates in there. So I think it was like 10 days. I don't know, but it turned out, I feel like this is off the bat, like when I was doing so much fruit, right? Everything is just very like bright and high vibe. Let me find the book. Find the classics book, but that was such a good rest. That was so good. Mum loved them. Mum wanted to eat them for like every breakfast for weeks. She had me making them on repeat.
Maybe I needed to add more dates when I made it. I think it was banana.
Did you follow the recipe? Maybe that was the reason. Did you get this ebook bundle?
I don't even know if I have your recipe for this one.
Well, that's probably why you didn't get my perfection.
Right, that's right. I have to follow a Skype.
Yeah.
Pieces. Where are we here? Okay, so the recipe is 10 bananas, 6 medjool dates, and 1 punnet of strawberries, because you drop strawberries on them after the end. But maybe you put them in. Let's see. To make the pancakes, you peel the bananas, break them into pieces, put them in the blender with dates. And that's it. And then it says you blend for 2 minutes until smooth. And then you pour. Oh, hang on. I'm just going to mute Wendy for a sec.
Yeah, I'll mute.
And yeah, so then you just pour it into the you just pour it out into little circles. And it's they turn into perfect circles. It's like perfect batter.
Really? Okay, I'm gonna try it when I have a lot of banana. Thanks. Wow, yeah, I was so impressed how delicious this looked.
Yeah, let me show anybody else who wants to see, who rewatch this or maybe see. Is this going to? Yeah, It turns
my
out, I love how I
God.
put strawberries on the table. Like it's in a little strawberry field. And that, I think the top bit is just coconut and the dressing is just raspberries and dates.
Coconut, you made it with the real coconut meat?
Yeah, just Thai young coconut, I think. Let me get the
This-
recipe back up, guys.
Yeah, this coconut, it doesn't, coconut cream, when you make it like this, it's great. I love it with dates, but it doesn't last too long, right, in the fridge?
No, it goes rancid very quickly. So it's punnet. Oh, sorry, it's not raspberries. It's punnet strawberries and formagil dates make the sauce. So that is all the bananas. That stack there is all 10 bananas.
Oh my
So
God, that's
but I cut into it, and I think I ate it in like 4 meals or something, and 6 dates, and then the Coke. It's just 2 tablespoons of the raw coconut cream, which I'm pretty sure is just coconut blended, because this is my fruit journey, right? So everything was based on like fruit.
amazing, amazing. You know, you said that the reaction of banana is a day after, right? So I was just showing what I made. This is a flax and chia seed cracker that I made. Oh, and I also added onion, lots of onion.
Onion's good in crackers and bread, right? It really
But this
tastes good.
this turned out to be very, very bitter. I don't know
Oh,
why. But I mean, it's good though, because it's very, I'm gonna eat some, but I have, I think I'm allergic to flax. I can tolerate just a little bit, but I've been eating this because these are so
hang on, let
crunchy.
me just bring you up. Show that.
It's like so crunchy. I don't know if you can hear.
Yeah, I
It's
can hear it.
it's so good. So I ate the whole box yesterday.
Oh, a whole box?
Well, okay, it was half of my box,
Don't you get constipated when you eat that much dried stuff? Like everything just stops.
Yeah, no, actually, it was
Oh.
smooth for some reason. But yeah, I have to stop with just one cracker because I have an inflammation, like a gum inflammation, which I'm dealing with now. So I'm just gonna taste it a bit. But yeah, flax, I should not. I try every time because thinking, like, how could flax be bad for me, right? But
Have you tried the different types of flax? Because I find
I have, yes.
Oh, interesting.
I asked if I couldn't get the golden flax. Golden flax. So I asked my husband to get it from France, and this is a golden flax. You know, the really good one. But yes, I think it's the inflammation is from flax.
Interesting. Actually, quite a few people or women I see because of Dr. Brooke Goldner's community are like, I can't do the flaxseed, but there's many different reasons. I think, you know, sometimes it's just the fiber. A lot of seeds is a little difficult. What are you like digesting a lot of seeds and nuts, Wendy? What's your limit when it comes to digesting seeds and nuts? I just took you off mute.
Well, I think it's interesting for the flax seeds that some people I see. Oh, she's singing again.
YouTuber.
I saw you buying these bags with blended seeds. And yeah, like you buy the powder. Don't buy the powder.
No, don't buy the powder. You got to grind them yourself.
You want to buy the whole seed and then make powder yourself, actually, because
you have to.
The antioxidants are just going to be reduced.
Yeah, no, they oxidize almost instantly and go rancid from acidity.
Yes, so you don't want to do that. So I think that every time I want to talk, she starts to sing because she's like, we're sharing. I'm talking too.
I'm sure whatever you're saying is amazing.
Being mama is also special, but sometimes I try to make her play, but today she's very mama gluey. Okay, so what are we eating for crackers? Crackers? Yeah? Okay, So I have to build up a little bit the amount of fiber and fat, and then I can eat a lot of it and still be fine and go to the toilet. But if I go to zero fat to eating 10 crackers, I am stuffed. I can't go anywhere. I feel poofy the next day. I have pain. But you build it up slowly, add a little bit more over amount of time, then I can eat a lot of them. Okay, I don't like more than 10, but it also goes different
10
sizes.
crackers or 10 nuts?
Yeah, 10 crackers. Let me get you some crackers. So
Oh, Kiko, you're muted. Kiko, I can't hear you.
Oh, sorry. I wanted to mention this one is based on
I'm just going to mute
onion.
Wendy for a sec.
Just onion, right? Because you see, that's more like a nuts and seed base, right, Wendy?
Hang on.
this one is actually more vegetables, but this is actually something that I would normally make as a wrap, but I was trying to make them thick like Melissa does, and I don't know. Whenever I do what there's in her recipe, they become like super thick and strong like that, and I decided that they are very good, but not to roll them because they're just too short to roll them decently if they are so thick, and I don't taste my ingredients.
Wrap? Is that her wrap?
Yeah, that's a wrap.
I
So
have had
Which one?
right.
I think it has to do with the courgettes. I think in the United States they are drier because I have to add stuff to make them not completely liquid. If I make if I make it like that. So I made this from that, from that whole idea that she doesn't like them when they are full of sunflower seeds, but I love sunflower seed crackers. Like, I love it. So this is like tomato and bell pepper, and then there's a lot of herbs inside, like thyme, rosemary, fresh thyme, and then dried lucerne. This is the alfalfa, but not sprouted, just the plant. I told you before. I love this flavor. It's so good. It smells amazing. And then I add these big sunflower seeds in there because I just love the taste. I can't eat, now she broke it in half. But I cannot have
You're all in it today.
I have 5, and I think I'm overdoing the fat. That's not low fat if you have already 5 in a day. So yeah, usually stick to 4 or 5 of this size. And that's why I made these ones, and these have just flax and chia and a whole bunch of vegetables and, wheats. Wheats. I put dandelion and purslane and everything now because it's growing out there, but also wijnruit. But I don't know what this name is in English, so it's let me think. Yeah, no, I don't know the name. But also Icestrum averse. This is like a beautiful herb with a lot of silica. It tastes amazing too. If you want to get it dried, it's also super cheap. And people don't like it here. They think it's a weed, but it's very, very full of healing properties. So yeah, we got those crackers full of special stuff inside.
So
yeah,
you're just reminding me, talking about silica, to go ahead and make sure I take my CMOS gel. I just had that epiphany.
So what's so special about your CMOS gel that you? Is that high in silica? I don't know.
Well, you don't know what's essentially in it, but yes, silica would be in it. So 92 of 102 minerals the human body needs are in CMOS. And I just think if I have it every day, I'm really covering my bases. And plus my hair and my skin and my nails and yes, Badger. Hey, Badger. Oh, so Badger's asked, sorry, I took that off the screen, about which herb has silica. Silica is really important for skin, nails, and all of that. Isn't it a precursor involved in making collagen and all that and cell therapy? But my hair is like started to grow back at the front, and that is just about every day I take 2 tablespoons, or last few days I did 1.5 because I'm trying to keep I had a bit of a flare up. But to get all of that back, like I lost all my hair, and then when it was growing back on just fruit, it was really thin. And then I got on nuts and seeds that did much better. But I noticed anytime I did CMOS, my everything was like I just feel stronger.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So
yeah, I just type in the chat the Icestum alverse, which we have. That's the Latin name, and then Hermus is the Dutch name. I think it's something like horse, because Icestum is horsetail or something like that in English.
oh, okay.
The batter of the wraps thinner. Yes, that's what I do. That's what I do when I make wraps, and I love them the thinnest ever. Before in the beginning, I always made them. I perfected my style to make them as thin as possible, so that I could make
a good idea.
The best ingredients inside.
Yeah, put them in the fridge, because then all the water, all the moisture, when you put things in the fridge, you get all that moisture. Have you tried that, Wendy?
Yeah, but I like them dry so I can keep them for weeks.
Oh, but for the day before that you're going to use it, you could just stick it in.
Yeah, don't do that neither, because I don't plan it like that.
Yeah, I was going to say you're a mom. That's just like, I'm not a mom, and I don't do it like that. That's why I don't soak my seeds in nuts, because every time I do, I go, oh, I don't want pumpkin seeds now. I've decided that I want walnuts. And then I go, I'll use that tomorrow. And then I'm like, oh, no, I'll have sunflower seeds. And then it goes on, and I'm like, now I've got to throw out moldy bloody. And so I'm like, if I did this every day, I know what I'm like. So,
yeah. So I saw that you were doing your hair. Look how long my hair got. It doesn't even fit the screen anymore.
wow.
I was thinking to get a haircut in December, but I still didn't do it.
I love that.
And people keep also asking me, like, what do you do? Do you eat a lot of these, what you say, like oils and seeds and things? I'm like, I don't know. I don't do anything. It'll get bigger and longer. And it's so heavy. People say, oh, it's so amazing. Yeah, it's so heavy. It's so much. It's like so much hair. But I think when you have enough nutrients in your body, it's your hair and your nails get stronger.
So yeah, there's a couple of things. I was going to say, I don't want to ever cut my hair. I'm going to be running with like this mass on my head, and I'm going to be swimming. I'm going to be like Raw Christina. I am going to be like that, because after losing my hair, I do get trims, and I love that for me. But to keep it healthy, especially because I had like the cancer hair thing where it was very similar, and probably because I had so much acid in my body, that's why my hair just dropped out. The hairdresser said, have you had chemo? I'm like, no, this looks like you've had chemo. But then you get the chemo regrowth where it comes, well, I didn't even have chemo, but you get very regular hair, you get chunks that come back that are thicker in some areas. And when you lose hair in some spots, but some bits maybe long, and the other bits, I'm going to admit this, and the other bits became short. So I've had to have these trimmings to get it all, we see it's all like thick and even, not all raggedy. Oh, you're muted. Oh, no, you're not muted now.
So wholesale, is this the one that you guys talk about?
Is that, so I was going to, I'm not sure, but I know that it looks like Wendy's nodding. Badger's saying, I think I remember Marcus Roskrantz saying, horsetail doesn't absorb very well in the body, although it is high in silica. I'm talking about silica not absorbing well. And then he said, Marcus is selling something, but I trust him. I trust Marcus as well. I kind of get Marcus as the guy that he doesn't design or make anything unless he actually needs it. Like I get the feeling he makes it because he needs it. And then he not gives it, but sells it to everybody else. I just get his channel isn't even monetized. So, well, it is monetized. He doesn't switch it on. Yeah. So he can make a lot of money off videos, but he just doesn't switch it on. So I don't know. I think that says a lot.
Wow, interesting. So he prefers not to get paid by YouTube?
Yeah, I think so. I think my understanding with Marcus is Marcus is very well. You can know that Marcus is very smart when he talks, right? But he's very successful in the music production industry and does all his camera. I don't know if he's on his camera channel, if it's switched on, but he basically does it as a hobby, even though it's a big channel that gets enough views to make a decent amount of money. But he is already got money. So, and I, you know, and selling things in the raw vegan space, you don't make a huge amount. And from his indication, he doesn't make a huge amount off the vitamins. But I got the impression even when, because, you know, you kind of feel people out that the reason he's made them is he wants to take them or Cara needs to take them. Like there's a gap there. That's kind of where I, like my feel, it's just my feeling on him. Hello. And Colleen said they won't get wet in the fridge. I think they will mold though over time in the fridge though, right? She doesn't say to keep them in the fridge. She says to keep them dry. Is that is that the take on the wraps? Wendy, I'm unmuting you. Oh, Wendy doesn't know she's unmuted.
I'm unmuted.
You're unmuted. Did you keep this is going to be Elena's chance to bust out and sing again, right?
Yeah. Tell me again.
So Mrs. Wraps, she recommends you keep them in the separated by parchment paper in the dry. You don't keep them long term in the fridge because you make a huge amount, right? And you keep them for a long period.
Yeah, I have 6 layers in there, so I make 6 or 7 if I use the bottom. So I make 6 or 7, and I would love to have them maybe twice, 2 a day. If I need to eat enough for one meal, I need 2 whole ones to
wow
fill up and eat.
That's a lot.
Yeah, look how
look at your face, Kiko. You're like
so I need to eat something. I really have to force myself not to eat them all in one go because then I have to make something else the next day. So I treat myself with it. Have one, have a salad, and the next day have one, have a salad. And I have 2 kids and they want one too. So we could make it and then eat them all that same day. But that would make me spend all my days in the kitchen if I want to have some days in a row. So yeah, I try to keep it to 1 and then leave the other ones. And then maybe the next day I make, like you said, I make like a tomato bell pepper dressing, and all of a sudden the kids are not hungry for spaghetti. And then I'm left with all this sauce that will go bad the next day. So then I'll add some seeds or some it's also flax, but psyllium husk, which is flax, you guys know that. And then I make wraps for the next day.
I didn't know that.
I didn't know psyllium husk was flaxseed.
Yeah,
no, you didn't know that. It's the same plant. Actually, I grow it in my garden.
What? I did not know this.
Oh, okay.
But it's not the seed.
No, it's not. And if you use the stems then of the whole plant, you can make clothes out of that. So
oh my God, you don't need to do anything. You just grow the flax and you've got clothes, you've got bowel movement stuff, and you've got flaxseed, you've got your omega-3s. It's an all-in-one stop.
How do you people here in Europe survived in Northern Europe? Like they survived the Ice Age, you know, like
Ice Age with the psyllium husk. I have psyllium husk trauma from when you're younger. My grandmother and mother would give me Metamucil, and if you were constipated, they gave you a lot of Metamucil, which is orange flavored psyllium husks. And that feeling, as soon as I eat something with psyllium in it, I'm like, oh my God, that is that trauma memory coming up. So I tend to use, and I use many things raw, but that I tend to veer away from, except randomly. Usually during the bundle, I'll get out the Metamucil trauma.
Yeah, you know where's my Winnie the Pooh spoon? So I use spoons like this. That's not even a big spoon, just 2 small heaps like this, and that will be perfect for 2 liters of my it was a smoothie. So that's all it needs to make it stick together. You don't
Oh
need
yeah,
to.
you don't need much at
I
all,
need-
but I feel it.
Oh yeah, okay. And I'll
Wendy,
know that. Yeah.
sorry, when you said that you want to eat 2-3 sheets of Lisa's hand wrap, do you
Yeah.
add a lot of veggies inside?
Yeah. So I used to make wraps before she made the book and all of that, and I tend to go back to my own way. Like I said, it works better for me. But sometimes I want to give thicker wraps another go, especially if I have a lot of leftovers and I only have 6 trays, or I want to give it a try. And we're going out, for example, tomorrow we're going out on a trip. We're going to a theme park, and then, like Sky said before, you want all your vegetables and your seeds and everything. You want it in there. So you have a big, thick wrap, nicely dehydrated, so you can bring a lot of raw food on the trip without having to have a lot of bulk with it. And yeah, so that's why I do that.
Yeah, what
So
keeps me
basically, you're not really having 2 of Lisa's wraps in a day, though.
right.
Oh no, because my dehydrator is half the size of her. My trays are almost half the size. So if I have 2, but she cuts them in half though.
Yeah, you're basically eating what she does. So for one meal, you're having half a wrap, and you might have for a second meal another wrap, but that's still only half a wrap.
Well, I don't know, because she cuts them in half.
Yeah, but yours is half size.
Yeah, so if I have 1,
It's
for
half.
mine is half of hers.
Yes. So her
So
cutting
I
it
don't
in half
know
is
if
for one.
But what keeps you full is
no.
what's inside.
Huh?
What keeps you you
What?
add a lot of veggie and pate inside. That
As
keeps
much,
you full.
yes, as much as possible. I also don't fold them like she does. She folds them double. I don't do that. I just stuff as much vegetables in it. I don't mind
Wow.
that it's sticking out in the end, because I want to have, I compress it so I
Ah,
can eat it faster than if I have to cut it with a spoon.
I'm a bit like you, Wendy. I'm a bit like shove it in and just roll it up and let's go. That's the difference. I'm not, and this is why I was never good at chemistry. I loved science, but all that methodical stuff, I throw it out the window. I'm like, let's get this done. Roll it, let's go.
So tomorrow I need to bring a lot of food. So I need my wrap to be big, and I got to stuff as much in there as possible. And then I squish it the harder I can, so it's all really dense and compact. And I take a little extra Tupperware jar where I put my dressing inside, and then we will have a picnic.
If it gets there, it's sounding like you just roll it up and go, which is, as I said, I'm fine with that.
Yeah, it really works better like that. If I
does.
Otherwise I'll be chewing on this. I could just eat like this. So I will. Oh, by the way, I have more of those. Not these ones, because these are full of herbs, but these ones with sunflower seeds. I'll be taking the other box of these as well, because you know what it's like. You still have 1 hour to go before you get home, and they're all hungry, and you're walking in the theme park, and I want fries, I want this, I want that, and they want everything that they see, and all the kids have this, and I'm like, here, have some crackers, here, have some crackers, here, have some crackers.
Deal with that, Wendy? How do you deal with that? Like, when it's okay when you're at home, but when you're out and they see other kids eating like fluoro-colored food, what? It's
My son says, "Oh, that's so sweet."
it would
And then
be.
it's another banana.
Oh wow, that's good.
If he's hungry though, like if he didn't eat a meal and it's almost mealtime, or when we are out and people give him sweets, like last Halloween, he's going to be 13 now, so he did eat it. I know this because I saw the empty wraps and I was like, did you eat it? Yeah, I did. I said, you don't have to do that. And then we have these raw bars that look like Bounties. You know these bounties with coconut.
Yeah. You showed us.
This is
You get
a
them from
brand,
the shops,
right? So we have these raw bars you can buy here. They're almost the same, except they don't hurt your teeth. And I think they actually taste coconut, so they taste better. I don't remember. I haven't had a bounty in 20 years. But so they gave him a bounty, and the colors of the wrapping are also like similar. So he was like, I ate it. I'm like, no, don't do that. That's like sugar and fake oil. And he's like, yeah, I feel a little bit dizzy. I said, yeah, of course. It's white refined sugar. You don't know that. And he's like, yeah, it's the same that the ones that you always buy. I said, yeah, but the ones that I always buy are actually good for you because it's just dates and coconut and cacao. And this one is like different.
So when I first went raw, I'd been raw for I reckon about 3 or 4 months. No, hang on. Yeah, 3 or 4 months. Okay. And I went out. This is when I started meeting up with people. So they're all coming out of COVID, but I'm also coming out of like hibernation of most of my life. So I'm like, I'd call the restaurant and I'd be like, I'm raw. I see on your menu, you know, you have stir fry. It was Thai, you have stir fries. Just hold the steam. You have a salad. I'll have the salad. Oh, lime juice, salt and pepper. Do you have avocado? No. Okay, well, we'll get a couple bowls. Anyway, before that, they all wanted to get a drink across the road. And I'm like, sure. And there's music playing and I'm dancing with my friend. And this is how naive we are when I first go out raw. She's like, and we both go, mocktails. That's a mocktail is, hang on, I'm just going to mute you, Wendy. A mocktail is going to be just fruit juice, right? And so she's like, I'll go and check. And I'm like, make sure you ask there's nothing but, because a lot of places in Australia use fresh juice. They just muddle it with fruit. So I'm like, make sure there's no extra sugar or preserve. She's like, yeah, I know. Anyway, I'm like, yay. And I've actually got a video of us doing a cheers and I drunk it. And I hadn't had, I stopped drinking, vaping, smoking. I hadn't had any preservatives in like 4 months and I was still a tiny little thing. And I had it and I was like, oh my God, I don't know what's in that. My head started spinning. I went to the bathroom, turned around to get toilet paper. Just to catch myself, my heart was racing. Turned around to get toilet paper, hit my head on the toilet paper thing. I was so disoriented. I'm drinking water. I got so mad. I was, when you work really hard on yourself and then someone goes, yeah, there's no preservatives. It's all natural. And then all of a sudden you're so sick and it was just so triggering. And I was, how disoriented and unwell. It would have just been sugar syrup that was in it that really affected me. And, there probably was preservatives and stuff because when I look back, it's bright colored. How it affected me was to be that clumsy that I slammed my head, to be that disoriented. I was like, Sky, how did you used to live? You literally had one sip. Plus, but remember as well, that was coming off the back. My liver was still not working properly and a whole lot of things. But it's
it's difficult to explain someone, who are not on our journey because, for them, it's harmless, right? And for them, there's no difference in what we think, I don't know, like sugar, white sugar and dates. For them, it's the same thing. It's, it's like, so they might be well-meaning, but I just cannot, unless I see the whole thing, I just cannot eat anything that anyone else prepares that who have not been on this journey. It's just difficult, right?
I don't do it often, but there's part of me and I never feel that great, is there's restaurants around here that I can do my own thing with. Like they're basically supplying lettuce and tomato and onion, and I'll bring a bag of seeds or nuts and some spices in there, an avocado or whatever, and ask them to bulk up the lettuce. And it's usually pretty good quality, or some places make stuff. But sometimes I'll be in the city and I'm better now than I was when I first started healing, in that we can just order a salad that has a few nuts, like raw nuts, and they'll put it on there. And it might have some vinaigrette on it that is literally just vinegar and oil. And it's just feels so much, and I'm better now to do this, having it, and it's definitely not good quality, but feeling part of, we've spent a day in the city, we've done our nails, we've done, and then just being part of that. I could not do that 5 years ago. but it is, and I don't feel great, but it's such a small bowl or something. And it's so rare. I'm talking about like once or twice a year. This is not, most of my social situations are restaurants around the area that mum and dad choose based on the fact I'll feel comfortable. For Mother's Day, Father's Day, Easter, like there's the birthdays, is they'll pick a restaurant which is that, but it is nicer to be like, you know, included.
Yeah,
So,
I definitely agree. That's why I keep on making the same mistake. Like this time it should be okay. But every time I'm like, wow, I should have known, you know.
it's so low vibe. I don't know how I used to live that way. Like, and I'm eating one of the highest vibe things on the menu, and I still feel
Yeah.
low vibe. I don't know how people who don't eat raw survive. Like, I know that sounds like crazy. I don't know. Well, I wasn't surviving, obviously, but like I have a little bit too much Tamario apple cider vinegar, and I'm wiped. I'm gone. You know, and I don't know how people have, or too much salt or something, right? But I guess the
Yeah.
body.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I remember last time I went to a restaurant. I think that was last year around this time, and I just ordered a salad. And this is like one of the cleanest place I can eat in Kyoto. You know, nice hotel. Usually, like Western hotel, they would have a nice clean salad. And I ordered salad, but I spent 15-20 minutes explaining what I want in salad, which is just salad. But you know, they would add like some steamed veggies. I'm like, okay, well, it's not their fault, but I told them not cooked, but I guess for them it was not cooked if it's steamed. I don't know. And it's just, yeah, it puts me in a very uncomfortable situation. So
I was going to say is we're getting towards the end, and we need to pick a topic. I'm going to take you off mute, Wendy, for next month. But I just think, oh, hang on, I'll mute Wendy again for a sec. I was thinking, because it's their breakfast. Have we done smoothie bowls?
I don't think so.
Wendy, how does that sound?
She's muted.
Oh, she can unmute.
I got a whole book of that. Oh no, I got 2 books of that, so I'll be good.
Yeah, I'm thinking because it's their breakfast, right? And so let's do smoothie bowls. Let's do a smoothie bowl party.
Smoothie bowl.
Lila would come to that for sure. Lila would love a good smoothie bowl for breakfast, I feel.
So
Yeah.
is that going to be in April?
Okay. So in fact, a smoothie bowl will be great because I will be in Thailand.
All right.
Wow. Nice.
I will be
You're having a retreat.
Yes. Anybody who wants to come to the retreat, let me know. The link should be in the description. I actually don't think I put it on this one. There's like not much promotion down the bottom of this video. So leave a message below if you want to come to the retreat. But the 10 days or more than 10 days, maybe 12 days before that, I'm with my family in Thailand. So I will be stealing a mini Addie and making her try all fruits. I grab her and I'm like, try this and eat this and you'll like this. But
so you're going for the retreat? Are you doing the retreat and then family trip?
No, family and then retreat. And then home, and then I bundle, baby. I'll be home. I'll be jet lagged for the bundle. What a way to bundle. Bundling's hard enough, let alone jet lagged.
How many hours of difference?
It's not long. I think it's 8. It's not. Thailand's very close to Australia.
8 hours of difference? No.
Not even, maybe less. It's very close. Oh, I can't look here. Hang on, it's very close. Let me see.
Well, that makes it 14 for us.
Thailand to Australia travel time.
No, not the travel time, but the time difference.
Oh, the time difference. Oh, I don't know. How would I know? How would I know that? Kiko, that's your job. You can go and have a look at that if you want. I don't know. I will be on Thailand time and I won't care about much else because I'll be on holidays. I reckon it will be, I know that it's Tony. So it's like 4 hours behind.
Okay,
So-
yeah. So that's kind of
Yeah.
tricky.
It is.
Yeah.
I'll be like I'll be out of the zone for you, out of the zone for America. I'm probably more in line with Europe. I'm half European. I'm halfway there. Not really. It's like 25 hours or something, right?
Yeah, we need 25 hours to get to each other, Sky. We're on the other side.
It's crazy travel time there.
I'm really going to wish you so much joy at your retreat. I was looking, I can go there. Like, okay, I'm not flying with 2 kids. That's like paying for 3 people. No, I'm not going to do that.
Oh, we would love to have you. Anyone else who wants to come, it'll be so much fun.
Yeah. No, it's so different when you have kids and you think, oh, I'm still making the same money, but now I got, these kids got.
Now I've got to share it.
Yeah, but it's like you have the same income and you have to pay everything triple, like everything. It's like, oh. And before,
Kiko and myself, who don't have kids, we're reaching out in sympathy as we buy an extra bunch of bananas.
Yeah,
and chia seeds that are white. We can splurge.
when it's just you think, oh, it's not so much. Like everything is cheap, everything is cool. Like I can do everything. And then when you have kids,
Yeah,
you're like, it actually cost money.
I can just imagine everything seems cheap. I'm like, no, it's not that expensive, and you got to times it by 3.
Yeah, when it's times 3, you're like, yeah, of course the kids got to eat too, but it's got to come from. And I think it's different. Before when you work too, like we were with 2 adults and 1 kid, and now it's 1 adult and 2 kids. It's different.
Yeah. Well, your garden's getting bigger, so that's a good thing.
Well, yeah. Well, and it's all priorities anyway. I mean, I'm sure we can make it, but we ought to do some choices. I don't see myself dragging them through 2 airports to get there. No, I think we're good walking to the playground. That's already a challenge. We went to the zoo yesterday.
Different type of fun. A different
Or
type of fun.
actually shelter. We went to the shelter zoo yesterday.
Oh, thanks, Dawn. Have a good night's sleep. We're about to head off as well.
It looks amazing. We've been to Thailand before, and the weather is going to be awesome. You're going into autumn now, so we're going into spring. So you'll get very nice tropical fruits and community, and I'm sure it'll be amazing. And who knows? Who knows when we'll show up there another time?
Oh, I'd love if you just showed up on a durian hike. Wendy. And I hear Elena in the bushes singing.
Yeah, we'll probably hear Kian, who is like running around, screaming, climbing trees, and all kind of things.
Like fun. He'd have fun.
Yeah. I got, you have no idea. Like keep getting invited to Thailand all the time and Indonesia all the time. Like, come, Wendy, come to Thailand, come to Bali, come to, what was it, Java? I'm like, yeah, I don't know.
You'll get back there.
I have my Dutch fruit festival. People are coming here. I'm ordering durians to come here. So, we'll be happy here.
You will. Yeah. All right, guys.
All right, then.
We'll see Kiko tomorrow, and we'll see. And we've got a US party in the morning. Have a look in my live section because there's another dips and sticks party. So, yeah. Thanks, guys.
Well,
Thank you all. Thank you,
Bye.
Kiko. Bye.
Wendy,
Have a
bye.
great day.